Alright guys, so the queen is back and this is going to be the meta team that I have used, the single team that I've used to climb all the way to Grandmaster right now inside of the pure vanilla server. And this one is against a Grandmaster 2, so let's rewatch this thing before we get into all the teams and the toppings and stuff like that. Alright guys, so you guys are going to be able to see right over here that it is going to be against a Elderberry and Hollyberry, which is another comp that we actually do have going on right now inside of the arena. There is a lot. However, the main thing is that our Hollyberry cookie is back into the arena after about like 2 years right now. I think it's been like 2 years since she has been out of the meta, and it is great to see. You can see that the pace of the arena has definitely changed because of the fact that Hollyberry is able to protect our cookies, especially Cream Ferret and Pure Vanilla, from getting one-shotted by the enemy Shadow Milk or the Eternal Sugar, which allows you to actually have a battle, right, with the healers and supports doing something, alright? And that was against a top 200, and you were able to see that all of the awakening, promotion, and stuff like that are higher than what I do have right now. It has been like this, but it is going to be basically rock, paper, scissors, as well as your topping settings, topping biscuit, and now tart setting. And that is going to be with right now Hollyberry at 1-star awakening, but at 5-star ascension, Pure Vanilla at 2-star awakening at 5-star ascension, and the rest of my beasts are going to be 2-star promotion with our Cream Ferret at 1-star ascension. But you can see, again, it is going to be very dependent on your team synergy as well as your topping settings as well. So currently right now I am in the top 1103, and again, just to let you guys know that the builds that you're going to see inside of the arena are gonna vary. I have posted a tier list that was made a couple days before, but you know, I talked about how kind of like Fire Spirit has fallen a little bit. Mystic Flower is using a little bit less too, because of the fact that now that Pure Vanilla and Cream Ferret are able to be used, like they don't die in one shot. They are more of a, I would say, like majority are gonna use, which is what meta is, right? And then of course, like we still see Snapdragon, we still see, again, like I said, Mystic Flower, and we still see, you know, Fire Spirit, but we also see a very heavy usage of Elderberry. But that's going to be all in a different video. I'm going to talk about all of the different comps and kind of like the rock, paper, scissors, but let's talk about the one comp that you can pretty much use right now to try and climb at least up to high elites. All right, I would say if you guys do have a good topping setting, and that's going to be with Hollyberry and Shadow Milk, Eternal Sugar, Cream Ferret, and Pure Vanilla. So it is very similar to what we had before, except for the fact that now Fire Spirit has been removed and Hollyberry is in here, which is the new standard comp. The treasures are going to be very similar too, except for the fact that now we are using the mysterious jewelry box with the watch and the Hollyberry royal necklace. So the necklace is back into the meta. We have taken out the vial. Of course, this is going to be for this particular team. You can use this different ones. I have seen instead of the necklace, I have seen, like, you know, monocle being used too. But let's get into the topping settings. So this one is going to be more towards, I would say, people who have really good toppings that you were able to get. I got really lucky with the new resonant topping for Hollyberry and have gotten a really good set of cooldown and damage resist on this. So what we have is going to be a full cooldown on Hollyberry cookie with a full tart as well, and then for our biscuit, damage resist bypass, because Hollyberry is actually able to do so much damage as well if you guys are able to keep her alive, have her spam the skill. So this is kind of like what we are seeing. The full cooldown is not anything new. It was there before as well when Hollyberry was back into the arena meta with the rework and things like that. However, she fell off and now she's back and she's using a full cooldown. If you guys are not able to get enough damage resist, all right, you're not able to get good amount of damage resist because your topping is lacking, then I would recommend to go with the full solid almond and then focus a bit more on the cooldown with the substat, and then go with that, because for you, if your Hollyberry is not able to survive, then that is gonna be a problem. All right, so again, damage resist bypass, I do have some extra cooldown, but around 30% is what I would recommend, with at least around 25% if you really want her to survive for a very long time, and an extra HP and stuff like that will definitely help out. Next one is going to be our Eternal Sugar. So Eternal Sugar and Shadow Milk are both using our full cooldown as well. So you can see top 3 of the cookies right over here are going to be using full Swift Chocolate. We do have around, again, 30% for our Eternal Sugar as well with full damage resist bypass. Same thing for Shadow Milk, around 30% with full damage resist bypass. I have right now where Eternal Sugar has the highest attack, and that is where our Cream Ferret is going to be going and attaching to. Some people do go with Shadow Milk. I have seen different builds, but this is in order to spam the skill and basically immobilize the enemies as many times as possible and kind of snipe their Shadow Milk or their Pure Vanilla or their Eternal Sugar as much as possible. Next one is going to be our Pure Vanilla. So I have a mixture build of 3 solid almond, 2 peanut, and a peanut tart. And that is going to allow my damage resist to still be pretty darn high at 81.1%. And I have a damage resist, and a cooldown. I would recommend at least 15% cooldown for Pure Vanilla if possible in order to go and use this skill in a relatively fast interval, because that is going to help out in keeping your other cookies alive as well. Pure Vanilla now most likely is going to be taking the revive for himself rather than Cream Ferret, because Cream Ferret is going to be able to go and survive, attach to somebody, and basically not die. We don't need any damage resist again, because if Cream Ferret is targeted, then pretty much Cream Ferret is going to die, but that is not the case nowadays. You want to focus on the attack, a bit of crit, and some attack speed. Attack speed actually really helps out in order to quickly attach to your cookie, also heal them, and I'll do all that stuff. A good enough cooldown here as well. I have around 36%, but enough to get to the 3-second initial start. And then, of course, the biscuit is going to be full cooldown. And again, we have the rally buff as Pure Vanilla. Hollyberry is not bad, but Pure Vanilla's is just overall better with the extra HP and damage resist. So I do go with this build. Alright guys, so here's another Elder Fairy comp. Let's go up against it. So I would say, I see majority of this particular comp right over here, where we have the Cream Fairy and Pure Vanilla. I do see a lot of the Elder Fairy comp as well. That's another majority of the players. I have also seen here and there some Mystic Flower. I really haven't seen too much Mystic Flower. I definitely Mystic Flower is in the arena, but I haven't really seen too much of it. And then I've seen here and there the Fire Spirit comp. Alright, but here you go. This one is gonna be the damage output. Again, Eternal Sugar just doing so much damage, and Eternal Sugar is the one mainly taking the buff from Cream Ferret, and you guys can see Cream Ferret really just survives really well, especially with Hollyberry, and Pure Vanilla 2 is able to go and use a bunch of his skill now rather than just dying off in the beginning and reviving right away. So it's absolutely good to see that the Queen has made everybody just so much stronger. Alright guys, so this one is gonna be a missing of this and the front. I mean, this one's guaranteed to be a Hollyberry most likely. I want to say this can be Fire Spirit, and in case it is a Fire Spirit, I'm gonna switch out the box for the monocle. So let's see how this goes. So actually it is going to be a Mystic Flower instead, so we do see one Mystic Flower team right here, and we are using that monocle here for our team to kind of have that extra debuff resist, as well as some purify and some extra healing as well. Our Pure Vanilla did die pretty early right there, but revive, and then the monocle and the necklace is keeping our team alive as well. And boom, there you guys go. So in case you do see like the whistle and you're not sure if they're using like a Fire Spirit or not, you guys can try and replace the box for the monocle and see if you guys are able to win that as well. Again, there's nothing guaranteed. If the Fire Spirit is like absolutely broken in the enemy team, then it can be a pretty bad one. Usually I'll have to say the Fire Spirit uses Snapdragon as well, so that's another thing that you might want to look out for. But there you guys go. It's another victory. Although our Pure Vanilla did die off a little early, not too much of a problem. We still have the monocle and the necklace to kind of protect our team. So there you guys go. Alright, here's another one, and this one is gonna be a scroll whistle and a jewelry box with the Snapdragon. I want to say this one is gonna be the Fire Spirit again too, so we'll go up against it and just kind of see as well with the monocle. Okay, so it is that one random whatchamacallit, not I guess it's not random, but it is that the Stormbringer comp that has been going around the arena here and there too. It is a very niche comp. It is a comp to counter certain comp. I think it's the Elder Fairy one. But you can see right there, our Monocle and Royal Necklace kind of destroyed it because you just couldn't beat our team in one shot. It's kind of like a more of a one-shot team again, getting rid of that HP shield and then just having these other cookies rip through the enemies. But there you guys go. Another comp that is there. I wouldn't recommend everyone to build it, but it is there for you guys to kind of, you know, just at least know that it exists. Alright guys, but there you guys go. This is going to be the new standard comp inside of the arena right now. Again, the treasures, main 3 treasures are going to be these with the Monocle interchangeable with the jewelry box. Again, depends on what kind of team you're versing. I like the jewelry box most of the time, but if you think you're going to be versing like a fire spirit or something like that, then the Monocle does help out to get rid of those burns, get some extra healing, debuff resist and stuff like that. And the Royal Necklace is back in order to give that extra, you know, HP shield and you know, extra damage resist as well. But definitely the arena meta has shifted from a no tank to a tank and double tank and things like that. So it definitely looks like this is going to be a pretty fun one too, according to a lot of the players. But the sad thing is, you know, the cookies that we have seen for a while, like Golden Cheese, is kind of dying out now. Fire Spirit is used a little less rather than being used everywhere in every single team. Mystic Flower 2 is used, but I would say Pure Vanilla and Cream Ferret is just used a little bit more, at least from what I've experienced so far. And then, you know, we have seen, like you saw Stormbringer as well, but pretty much like Burning Spines and Wind Archer are kind of completely gone now. But we'll see how it goes. Again, Elder Fairy 2 is being used. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, what kind of team you guys are using. If you have anything that you want me to try and review and, you know, test out myself as well, and possibly get featured inside of these videos, then please leave it down in the comments below, and or just message me on Discord too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.